Hi, we're just testing our audio and our captioning.
All right, testing. It's working. Great. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Yay, it's Friday. Thank you for being here and joining us for this special graduation event. I'm Kristen Dombrowski. I am the Executive Director for the Northwest region of Canine Companions, and I'm really excited to celebrate with you all today. I'd like to express gratitude for everyone who's played an important role in ensuring our incredible dogs are prepared for their careers and perfectly matched with their graduates today. Today is the culmination of 2 years of love and hard work from our entire community. I would like to thank our national and regional board members for their steadfast support. I'd like to thank all of our donors. As many of you know, or most of you know, our dogs are provided free of charge to our clients, and our amazing donors and foundations and contributors help make that happen. Thank you also to our dedicated puppy raisers who take our puppies at 8 weeks old and raise them until they're 18 months old and are ready for professional training. I'd also like to thank our incredible volunteers, staff, and donors who make this incredible work possible. Our trainers, especially Ken, Eden, and Kaylee, thank you for being such caring and dedicated staff members in support of our teams. The dogs you'll see today are incredibly talented. All of our dogs are talented, but the dogs that are being presented today have a little something extra because they need to make that discernment and sort of make a choice without actually hearing a command from their human partner. They can alert their partner to key sounds such as a morning alarm, a smoke detector, an incoming email or knock at the door to help keep their human partners safe and aware. These dogs will provide their partners with additional confidence and a feeling of greater security. So for those of you graduating today, welcome to the Canine Companions family. We are here to help you and support you and celebrate. And now I'd like to introduce a video of our team training experience.
Good. Yes. Good. Good.
Baby. You did a good job. Cover.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Eden, and I am an instructor here at Canine Companions. I've had the privilege for the last week and a half of teaching a small team training for a veteran being matched with their first service dog. Though I have been working here for 4 years, this was actually my first time teaching a class for one of our veterans. And I can say I got incredibly lucky. Marcia is an ideal student who is always engaged in class, even when we have back-to-back lectures filled with tons of information. She asks great questions and is quick to apply my training suggestions. She made my job easy, and I'm endlessly thankful. Marcia, if you could please come to the front. Marcia has been matched with Adelaide III, a lab golden cross. Marcia is an active woman who likes reading, skiing, hiking, cycling, and traveling. She came to Canine Companions looking for an affectionate and attentive dog to be by her side in her day-to-day life and adventures. She found the perfect match in Adelaide, whose two modes are either to be on the move and working, or laying across Marcia for some much-needed belly rubs and snuggles. Each day, when asked how their night went, Marcia would almost always tell me that they spent the time both playing fetch as well as snuggling in a cover. It sounds like in a short amount of time, they've already established a great routine together. Adelaide will help Marcia in her day-to-day life by picking up items like her phone or keys, turning on lights, and providing a grounding presence through deep pressure. Presenting Adelaide today is one of her puppy raisers, John Licklider, of Colorado Springs, Colorado. She was the 13th puppy he and his wife Mary have raised. Marcia, thank you so much for your service and congratulations on your new partnership with Adelaide. We have Kaylee coming in and out, so stay for that. Now I'd like to invite Connie Van Schaik up to the front for a special presentation.
Hello. No matter how many times I come to graduation, it makes me want to cry because it's so very wonderful. Anyway, I'm Connie Van Schaik, a volunteer breeder caretaker for Canine Companions, and I'm also an Army veteran. I'm honored to be with you here today. Canine Companions has a long history of honoring our military members and veterans by placing them with expertly trained service dogs free of charge since their founding in 1975. Oh, okay, sorry. Should I start over? We always give a Veterans Challenge coin to those clients, and today I'm honored to present one of our military veterans with one of these Veteran Challenge coins. Marcia, who is now matched with service dog Adelaide, is a veteran of the United States Coast Guard. Marcia, I'm honored to present you with Canine Companions Challenge coin. Thank you for your service and congratulations.
Good afternoon. My name is Ken Reed, and I will have the honor of introducing you to the graduating members of our hearing dog class. My colleague, Kaylee Latimer, and I were fortunate enough to have taught this class for the last 2 weeks. You know, when you are driving around and you see a restaurant and there's a long line out the door and it goes around the block, you might think to yourself, wow, that place must be really good. Or if you're like me, you might think to yourself, can it really be that good? I imagine that to some of the people, Canine Companions is like that very popular restaurant. Wow, can that place be that good? That place must be amazing. I've heard good things. So the 4 folks who are graduating from the hearing dog class today have been standing in that long line, and the last 2 weeks they've had their soup and salad. They seem to have enjoyed it, so now let's present them with the main course. The first team that I'll introduce to you is comprised of Gayla. Gayla has a long history with Canine Companions. She and her daughter Jessie graduated with Doris way back in 1996. Then they returned for a second helping in 2005 with Yancey. Sadly, some years later, Jessie passed on. When Yancey passed, It was a few years before Gayla felt ready to place her order with us again. Some people who've had a good meal at a restaurant go back and they order the same thing again. Gayla has decided that it was so good that she was going to try something very different this time. So she's chosen a hearing dog for herself. That hearing dog is Wisteria III. Wisteria is kind, playful, and adventurous, much like Gayla herself. Gayla, would you join me up front? Graciously serving Wisteria to Gayla today are her puppy raisers, Karen and Mike Maloney from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Bon appetit, Gayla and Wisteria. Next is Tanya. Tanya graduated with her first hearing dog, Dude, who maybe has the best name at Canine Companions ever. They graduated in 2014. In the following years, Tanya relied on Dude to help her live her life more safely, securely, and independently. Dude is now retired and waiting back home in Washington for Tanya and her new hearing dog to return home. Tanya could be thinking to herself, I had an amazing meal the last time. Could it be that good again? We are presenting her with a dish we call BB the Fourth. BB is sweet, gentle, with a hint of spice. Tanya, would you join me up front? Graciously serving BB to Tanya is her puppy raiser, Eileen Crum, David Glasser, and Julia Crum from Albany, California. Bon appetit, Tanya and BB. And next, Jeanette. Jeanette lives in the San Francisco Bay Area, and she's read all the reviews, heard the buzz, and has excitedly waited in the long line. A few weeks ago, she finally made it to the front of the line and was invited in for a seat. In the Canine Companions restaurant, the customer selects from one of our categories, but then it is up to the chefs to choose the dish for them. Jeanette has selected the hearing dog category, and now Chef Kaylee and I have chosen the beautiful Velvet the Sixth, who comes with a side of personality. Jeanette, would you join me up front? She is being graciously served by her puppy raiser, Marianne Colita from Folsom, California. Bon appetit, Jeanette and Velvet. And next, let me introduce you to Jake. A A few years ago, when Jake was a teen, he saw the line out in front of the restaurant, and he decided to poke his head in and see what all the fuss was about. He actually came to one of our hearing dog graduations right here. Apparently, he liked what he saw, because here he is, ready to dig into his order of new Canine Companions hearing dog. Because Jake is such a nice guy, the chefs are giving him an extra large portion of Fremont the Fourth. Fremont is like comfort food. He's soothing and oh so good. Would you join me up front, Jake? Fremont's puppy raiser, Barbara Ferguson, lives in Reno, Nevada, and she can't make it over the mountains today to be here. So the waiter today will be our own kennel technician, Katie Collins. Bon appetit, Jake and Fremont. So each class chooses a member to speak on their behalf. This class has agreed to allow Jake to be their spokesperson. So Jake, you ready? All right. Great.
Hi. Welcome. Thank you all for coming. Before we get started, I just wanted to give a quick thanks to everyone involved here. So thank you to all the volunteers, all the staff, puppy raisers, the lunch ladies, my classmates, the instructors, and everyone else involved. Thank you. With that being said, my experience here at Canine Companions has been incredible. Between my classmates, the dogs, and the instructors is something I will never forget and experience. My experience here at Canine Companions is not something I can easily depict into a couple words. To say the experience has been life-changing would be an understatement. Getting to know my classmates and sharing this experience with them has gave me a tremendous amount of validation and perspective. This experience definitely, because aside from a few conversations, I've never had any real experience in communicating with other people like myself. This experience definitely accelerated that. A lot can happen in 2 weeks. The team training experience has helped me find parts of myself that I never knew I needed. It feels as if I experienced myself in another person's shoes, which is something I've never really felt before up until now. It made me realize that being hard of hearing can really be a challenge. And that's coming from someone who knows what it's like to be hard of hearing. Thankfully, I have Fremont now and everyone else has their service dogs. Having Fremont with me made me realize how much I rely on my visual acuity to get me around. I'm always subconsciously thinking about things like a car coming up behind me out of control before I can hear it, or doing something silly like checking my surroundings to check for someone who may be trying to get my attention that I'm just not hearing. Like if a biker was coming up behind me, or a scary man with a knife, or even a vicious baby. Having Fremont alleviates all that and much more. I believe one of the most difficult parts of being hard of hearing is experiencing loneliness. There's not a lot of people like us in the world, and so chances are quite thin to experience the ups and downs of being hard of hearing with someone else. Having our hearing dogs help with that. Even in just the past 2 weeks, I feel much better about my own individuality. Knowing that Fremont will be by my side, be by my side in most of the places I will be going to is a world of wonder that I didn't know could exist. It cannot be stated enough how valuable this opportunity has been to me. I will draw from this experience for the rest of my life. Bless Canine Companions and my family for everything they gave me and taught me. I'm forever grateful. It's been a ride. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Jake. That was really nice. Thank you for sharing your story. Well, congratulations to this team. We're very excited to celebrate with you today. I hope you all feel as fortunate as I do to be part of our organization. And this is such a lovely way to end the week. I hope you all feel really grateful and have warm hearts going home for the weekend, despite the rain that's coming. If you've been viewing on the live stream at home, thank you so much for tuning in. And otherwise, I hope you join us now for some lemonade and cookies, and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for being here, and congratulations again.